Why hello boys and girls. It looks like we're gonna have another vlog with the Will. Now the current job that I'm in, I've been working there for 3 years and I'm loving it. It's definitely a fun job. I love showing up to work and see my co-workers and stuff and joke around, and it's a really fun environment. Just like anywhere else, you're always gonna have those type of people that you might not like their personality per se. You'll get some new people too, and you have to adjust to their personality, but that's just how it goes. But for me, I'm a straight shooter. I pretty much tell you how it is. I don't BS, I don't do drama. I show up, I do my work, I give everyone what they need, I get paid, I go home. That's it. It's just really simple as that. And if everyone would do the same, then this world would be a better place, right? But every once in a while, you're gonna have those type of people that just might not know what integrity is. So I'm gonna share you guys a story that happened, I think about maybe 2 or 3 months ago. So I have a salesman coming up to the front counter with a customer, and he wanted to purchase a fob with a key. And with the fob, it's a flip key style. You push the button, the key comes out. So I tell him the prices. It's total for him was maybe $250, around $250 for just the parts alone. So the salesman kind of look at me like, can we do a little better than that? I'm just looking at him. I'm like, I'll do a little better. And I just took only maybe $20, $30 off. The customer jokingly said hey, if I don't see that money off the invoice, I'm gonna come over that counter. And I'm like, okay, come over the counter, see what happens. So he paused, and him and his wife looked at me, and I look at him with a straight face. But then afterwards, I'm I did my usual canned laughter, ha 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 ha. And they laughed too, and then it kind of got a little awkward, but I was just okay, let me just speed up the process so he can get his parts and we can move on. Told him the other parts, give it to him. That was it. I went back to my cave and moved on with my life. Then afterwards, 1 hour later, the cashier come up in the back, and she's like, Will, the guy that you helped with the key and the fob? And I'm like, yeah. He is screaming out there, and I'm just huh? What happened? He's screaming you guys are a ripoff and this and that, and I'm just well, he wasn't like that when we talked. I thought we had a funny interaction, but he didn't show any anger. I mean, he did purchase the key and the fob, so what's the big deal? And I look out at the garage, and I notice all the service writers are in the garage, and I'm assuming they're avoiding the guy. So I'm just what's going on? So I just sit at my desk. So I see the service writer that's coming up, and he's supposedly helping the guy, and he's walking up to us with the sales manager, and he looked at me, then he immediately went to my partner and go, I need to exchange. And he threw the fob at him, and he says this doesn't work. And then my partner is just okay, where's the box? Where's the invoice? Where's the RO? What's you just throwing me a fob? He's yeah, it doesn't work. I need a new one. Okay, what's the vehicle? Don't worry about it. It's well, I can't do exchange. And then sales manager looks a little flustered. He walked away. So the service writer was just come on, do the exchange. Thing is, the key fobs may look the same, but their PCB's inside is different. So we can't just look at the fob and go, oh, I know exactly what it is, let's do exchange. So my partner, of course, is I can't do anything about it. So I intervene, and I'm just well, what's going on? And he's bro, you don't want to know, but it's very messed up, this whole situation. Okay. So my partner asked the same thing, and he basically said the same thing. He's bro, you don't want to know, but this whole situation is so messed up, it's not even funny. And he kept going and going, but he won't give us any details, but he just kept saying man, this is messed up. So You know, the technician come up and he's just like, you know, what's going on, you know? And then he's just like, you know, can you reprogram this? He's like, okay, I need to get paid. Don't worry about it, I'll take care of you. Well, I need to see that I'm getting paid for this. I'm not gonna do this for free. During that time too, my manager came out, and then, you know, he overheard this when he was in his office. So he was just like wondering, you know, what's going on. You know, then he come back and my manager was just like, you know, what's the deal? What's going on? And of course, the service writer was like, dude, you don't want to know, but it's so messed up. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, you know? So I'm just like, you know, in my desk, I'm just like, all right, you know, well, I'm pretty sure we'll figure something out. And afterwards, you know, my manager, you know, he was in and out, and I think he tried to handle the situation, and I think everything was all good. So the next day, you know, I'm not the type of person that like is nosy and asks a bunch of questions though, but I don't know, that kind of like bothered me a bit. I noticed that there was a return for that key and fob. So I come up to my manager and I'm like, hey, you don't want me asking what's going on with that dude with the key and the fob? And he's like, yeah, like after like, you know, he come up to the service writer in his desk, and, you know, he kept repeating himself like, you know, at least 10 times about the whole, it's whole messed up. You don't want to know. So I made my parts manager was just like, dude, just tell me what's going on. So I understand the situation so I can help out this customer. So he goes, okay, I'll tell you. So basically what happened was the customer lost his key and fob. They don't know exactly who lost it, where if it's like us or him. But apparently I'm assuming that, you know, they make it like it's his fault because he didn't want to pay for it. And of course, you know, we help him out by giving a little discount, and I'm pretty sure they're going to help him out with the labor part. It turns out that they actually end up finding his key fob and his key. So let's stop right there before I continue on with the story. I'm pretty sure that anyone with a brain that's classified as a human that's living in this earth would know exactly what to do in this situation. Customer lost his key and fob, he purchases it over the counter, and then we end up finding it. What would you do? I'm pretty sure that everyone watching this video would say, hey, let him know we found his key and his fob, do a return over the counter, and that's it. You know, I mean, in the end, I guess I'm kind of got screwed by it because I lost the sale, but it is what it is. You know, the customer got what he wanted. So of course, they didn't do that for some weird reason. Instead, what they did was they waited for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. They come up to the customer and go, here you go. We programmed your key fob and the key for you. So you look at the key and the key fob and it says, this looks used. And then the service writer denied it. It's like, you know, no, we did the work for you. It's like maybe the technician got a little sloppy. It's just like, but if you look at the key fob and key, it looks used. The buttons were worn out. You know, there's like little dirt of the on the key blade. So that's why he was fuming, because they try to make it like, you know, we gave him a new key and key fob, but that was his original key and key fob. Why they do it, I'm not too sure. I'm assuming they want to keep that key fob here, just in case if there's a situation where someone loses a key, or they have a used car that could use that key fob, then they can use it rather than just purchasing the key fob from us. You know, so I question this whole thing. I'm just like, why can't people just like, you know, do the right thing? Why do they have to like screw the customer? This doesn't make any sense. Not everyone's going to be good in this world. Not everyone's going to do things in good faith. And from that whole debacle, I've learned not to trust that particular service writer because he's willing to lie. And he has been lying quite a few times and he's been caught by it. And it's just, I never would understand that. You know, it's just like, why take shortcuts? Why lie? You know, I'm raised by two blue-collar, you know, parents. They work extremely hard for 6 kids. I'm the youngest one, and they work very, very hard. And you know, my dad would come home and he would tell me stories at work about like how there's like dishonest people he had at work, but in the end he's just like going through it and working very hard, and he never had to cheat, he never had to steal from anybody. And that influenced me to go like, you know, hey, you know, if my father's gonna do this, then I can do it too. So during my time, you know, working in the car dealership, you know, I keep that same integrity, that work ethic, just like my father. And that's why I get paid the way I get paid, and I'm just, you know, extremely grateful in the situation I'm in. I just can't help but to think, you know, what's in people's mind when they try to lie and steal, taking shortcuts. Because I've learned from other people's experience, you know, those that take shortcuts, it cuts short. I just hope that this is going to be the last time we will deal with something like this, because ultimately this is bad. You know, I want to see repeat customers, because repeat customers buy stuff and we get paid. That's how it works. Well, that's it with my vlog. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you can, hook a brother up, like this video, subscribe to my channel, share this video, all that good stuff. Until then, peace.